ice on that intercooler, man. That's ice. Put it in the drive, it's in drive, and it goes right back in the park on its own.
Perfect.
Welcome to the AutoLust YouTube channel. And if you're new here, you probably don't know, I'm working on my 1200 horsepower capable BMW X6M. And if you are a member of this channel, then you know usually I would be extremely excited right now. After getting the interchiller fixed and stuff.
Flashback.
How the hell did it take you so long to do the X pipe? I'm being hard-headed. Last time you was here, and you was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
End of flashback.
But it's not a time for celebration. You know, the car is DOA here at my buddy's shop. Boosted beamers, and I mean, it's a sad story, gang. Every time I get something fixed, something else happened. It's like Sasha don't like me. She can't like me. It's always a problem. You know, Jesus, I feed you, I clothe you, I bathe you, and this how you treat me. You know, so gang, let me tell you exactly what's going on with this car. If you're not familiar with what's been happening, the interchiller system blew up a couple of weeks ago, and I dropped it off to get fixed. I put a brand new I had a brand new compressor put in. New AC lines crimped. I mean, the system is gorgeous. It's working perfectly. You know, I moved the drag mode switch for the interchiller from the engine bay up under the dash, and everything working perfectly. Look at all that ice on that intercooler, man. That's ice. Look, make a snow cone. Yeah, gang, we got everything frosted up. Everything frosted up. I'm gonna insulate this. I'm gonna insulate this tank a little bit more as well when I get some time. You know, I'm gonna just go around the entire, you know, the top, you know, the sides and stuff. I wanted to leave it like that, you know, so it matched, but I'm just gonna wrap it a little more. Yeah, but the interchiller working. Interchiller definitely working. Interchiller is working. Look at this line down here. Look how frozen that line is. So on the way back from Orlando last night, driving the car back here, the car, it just like, the whole screen went black, everything went black for like 2 seconds. So I'm thinking the car just completely died, but it was throwing so many codes at one time that you know, the car had to reset, the system had to reset. And then as soon as it reset, they came one by one: drivetrain malfunction, transmission malfunction, pedestrian, safety, this, that, DSC. It was just like crazy, you know. And I'm like, man, I've been through this before, you know, when I had the transmission built. So I'm gonna put that video with me going through the same thing down in the description. But yeah, I'm like, man, it's barely 1,000 miles on this transmission. I mean, this is a brand new fully built transmission. What is going on? You know, so it's crazy, because when I try to crank the car up and put it in drive, it jumps all the way to third gear. It never even starts in first gear. it starts in third gear when you put the car in drive, and the paddle shifters don't work. So I cut the car off, waited like 2 hours for the tow truck to get there, and when the tow truck came, we cranked it up, and all of a sudden it went right in the first gear, you know, and it drove up on the tow truck, you know, and I'm like, man, should I try to drive it home? And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna make a stupid mistake like that, you know, it's gonna happen again 5 minutes down the road. So we loaded it up on its own power and dropped it off here on its own power. And when Omar came out to diagnose it, you know, he's such a good guy. I really appreciate him coming out that late for me to diagnose this car. It was just a slew of transmission codes, and he couldn't get it in gear at all. It's like the parking brake was permanently on when it wasn't. So the car won't move. When the car is in reverse or drive it, you know, you can hear something in the transmission moving around now when you put it in gear or reverse. You know, I mean, it's crazy. All right, we finna try to move it, you know. Sorry for the shaky camera. I'm using my cell phone, so let's see if it'll go in gear. Cranks up fine. Now let's see if we can get it to go in gear. Hold on, let me close this door. Because last night it wasn't going into gear at all, so let's see if we can get it to move. Oh, it just went right back in park. It's in drive. It go right. See, as soon as you put it, let's try reverse. See, it's in reverse. I'm holding one hand with the camera and my other hand up here. Let's try to go in reverse. It go right back in the park. Put it in the drive. It's in drive, and it goes right back in the park on its own. See? So yeah, it's not going nowhere. It's not going anywhere. I guess we just gonna see what, you know, what Chuck says, and he says he's gonna, you know, I sent him the codes. I'm gonna pop up the codes right here. This is just some of them, but I'm gonna put some of them right here, and it is what it is. I was already on the phone with Matt from Cedar Performance, you know. Shout out to Matt from Cedar Performance. We're supposed to be getting my first pull today as a baseline to see where we start from, so we can start adding power. He can make me a quick tune to get on the dyno with, you know. So I was supposed to be getting my kill mode tune today, guys, and that's not what's going on. Hold on. Yeah, that's not what's going on. So it's super frustrating. It's extremely frustrating. Every time I get something fixed, something else breaks, you know. And I've been going on, this is going to be my third time getting my transmission open. So, you know, honestly, I really want my money back, you know, but, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to say, you know, it is what it is, but, you know, I'm going to keep you guys updated, you know, I mean, ain't nothing I can do right now. We was this close, and then boom, another hiccup. So like, share, subscribe, and Auto Lust out.